1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Lance. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing now is Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And Lance going to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's Daniels.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards.
And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Lance again. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Lance looking to throw it. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Lance to throw it.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Dowdle will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Daniels.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Carlos Watkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And Lance now to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
from 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And this will be caught by Brown.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington.
De'Ami Brown.
71 yards.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they can't bring him down.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
To throw is Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this is caught. It's Brown.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Looking to throw. Lance. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They run here with Dowdle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Lance. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Throwing now is Daniels.
On the catch, it's Crowder. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Daniels going to throw for it.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Throwing now is Lance. That one out wide and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
That's still a 3-score.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And it'll be a turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To throw, it's Lance. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Daniels. Over the middle here to Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew they had to do that, lock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Here's Lance.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Daniels.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.